Ooh, it's smoking a bit of oil, I think. It has a bit of blue smoke. Woohoo! Flat, 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 flat. This video should do well because people love JDM. So thank you very much for the invite to drive something very special, very clean, very nice. S15, but at least on the outside, because inside there's a lot of things changed to it from what I've seen.
A little bit.
A little bit. I mean, still SR20, you told me.
Yep.
So at least there is that. But yeah, you have big brake kit, so I'm happy that we're not dealing with old school butter JDM brakes, basically. That's very important. And actually, you know what? I'm going to include the mod list here of all the screenshots, because then otherwise it's going to take quite some time to explain all of that. And it might start raining, and I don't want to have rain. So my main question to you, does it have ABS?
No.
Good. So
Control,
no traction control, no ABS. Can we see underneath the bonnet? Because that's probably the most interesting part. And I think I felt already a drop of rain, so it's going to be... Yeah. We might...
So there's no spooler.
Yeah.
But it has been clean and...
Oh, very cool. Very nice. Nice. So it's just a normal SR20 without a turbo?
Yeah, so this is SR20DE with just upgraded cams in it and a manifold.
Alright, so it's like 200-ish, a bit less probably.
170.
170,
After we get rig it next to go.
Yeah.
There's a new engine to go in it soon.
What's the red line?
7.
Shift it below that, a bit below that.
Yeah.
Alright. Sounds good.
Just rev it side off.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Alright. Sounds good. BC racing coilovers with a lot of camber. We have PS5 tires, very good. What brake pads we're on?
ABC red on front, Project Moon on rear.
Alright. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go and do a lap. Can you close the thingy for me, the sunroof? Because there is no sun today, as you can see. Alright, let's go. Skeptical about the rain. One very cool feature about the screen, can you go like back first? So we have here a screen that many of you might know from like R34 or R33, and this one, well, has this. This could be very useful info, but I mean, I'm married, but I'm allowed to look. I wonder, the guy ahead of me, is that a trick to avoid speeding tickets for having the license plate not straight? I guess by now the cameras should be already trained to detect these kind of things. Anyway, welcome on the track. I'm gonna forget this 100%, so let me try to put it in the pocket somehow. So, not ideal. As you heard, probably in the intro, the car has LSD. Now, the first thing is it's very small. It reminds you instantly how small Japanese cars are. Okay, flat out. That's the 7,000 RPM. We have a worthy contender behind us in form of a Miata, because power to ratio wise, I think we're quite close with each other. But let's try to keep it real. So yeah, as mentioned in the intro, in case you watched it, it might start raining. Maybe it is raining already somewhere. So without ABS, it might be quite interesting. So should we let the Miata go? Because I think he's probably way better equipped than we are. Okay, so turning in. LSD is doing the job very nicely. Oh yeah, Miata going sideways as well. And there's also a GT3 coming through. Miata coming through. Alright, you can go, boy. From France, vive la France, to le monde de danse. And that's as far I'm gonna annoy you with my French skills. But yeah, also proper... Ooh, it's smoking a bit of oil, I think. It has a bit of blue smoke. But it's nice to have a worthy contender. Ooh. Yeah, you can smell actually oil through it as well. I think his engine is about to go, and I'm not sure I want to stay behind him, because if it goes, it's gonna take me out with him. But yeah, some traffic coming through. So first impressions, suspension is a bit on the soft side. Brakes are good, although we cannot use their full potential without ABS. Power, of course, not really enough, but it's not about the power, it's about the handling. And handling is quite good. Shocks still could be a bit stiffer. I'm bouncing with my head against the ceiling, so I really do not want to have an incident with this car, like Sean Connery would say. GT4 RS ahead of us, no one knows what we're doing. We're trying to overtake people one by one. My sincere apologies to GT4 RS behind us, but we're just trying to move along with the traffic. Fifth gear, let's go. The bonnet starts bouncing a bit as well. Thank you. Oh, something made noise, but I don't think it was the car. Oh, the big M4 with the big wing. Just checking for speedo or the rev counter. That was going well. Was that hard cut? Yeah, it was the hard RPM cut. Didn't happen before, so it was quite interesting. But oil temperature and everything else is going quite well so far, so nothing to worry about. Give a bit of an entry for stateside supercars. The car is missing a bit of torque to actually go sideways. You really need to have a turbo, the SR20 DET, no, DET, not a TT, because then would be twin turbo and then wouldn't make sense. When I started my racing career, it was in the world of JDM and Time Attack, and our race team of Jeroentje.nl, or JT Performance as it's called nowadays, a fella named Gijs had, shout out to Gijs, had an S13, and I was really in love with that car. He built it really nicely, proper engine bay, SR20 DET, I think around 400 horsepower, which for 2010 levels, year 2010, was quite good. Unfortunately, I never had a chance to experience it, like either that car or any other car in that particular case. But all I want to say is that those cars are really nice. They have quite good handling. I mean, up until, well, especially around that time, they were super popular among drifters for all the right reasons. Rear-wheel drive, easy to modify. I know what made noise earlier in Arenberg. Something is loose in the trunk, but it's not that bad. We're keeping up with the M240, but not anymore because he has triple the power probably, or at least double anyway. But also close to double the weight, maybe. He's also smoking his brakes because I can smell them, and I'm sure it's not us because I've barely used ours. Alright, so some other fast Porsche behind us. That's the speed. I wonder if it's converted to kilometers. Yeah, it's probably kilometers per hour. And off we go. So the entry speed was around 117 probably into Bergberg. With the GT3 I'm doing around 127, 130. So it's not too bad, but not too great either. No one behind us. This particular section of the track, you really need to watch your mirrors. Should we upshift? Well, we're gonna hit the hard cut, the hard rev limiter cut, because we are close to the limiter. Maybe not. Speed is actually quite okay. I'm still gonna lift just since it's my first lap with the car, and if it's wet, I don't want to have any surprises. You can feel how the power is dropping. Not the power, but the speeds, because you really need to have the horsepower here. Yeah, I wonder if we're gonna run into some wet patches or rain. So far so good. No, I'm really happy with how the car performs. The engine as well. Because, you know, on one hand, you miss the extra torque and power of a... Okay, we have... oh no. I was thinking there might be a photographer with an umbrella. That's an indication that it's raining, obviously. Julia! Yeah, what I want to say is that with a turbo you can of course have more power, but reliability, also heat soak. These engines, they known to overheat, like oil gets hot and everything, so actually this might be quite okay. If you put some nice cams in it, it should be quite good. And now comes the fun part, because the track is going downhill and we should not be lacking any power that we had before. Woohoo! Just a gentle tap on the brake, flat on the gas, because it has no power to spin the wheels anyway. Let's downshift the third, the gearing is pretty long anyway. Woo-hoo-hoo. So the ECU is mapped because I could go like really slightly above 7 still and there was no problem in the third gear, but in higher gears it would give you a hard cut, I think in 5th gear. So it has a nice over-revving protection, I guess. Shifter feels quite nice too. Yeah, so far no wet patches. Let's hope it stays this way. Brake after, turn in, flat on the gas. I'm fully flat right now. Flat, 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 flat. Fifth gear, keep it flat, don't lift through here. We're gonna have a bad time. I mean, of course, speed dependent and your skill dependent, but you need to be very gentle, no sudden weight transfer movements. Downshift to 4th, downshift to 3rd. Heel and toe actually is also quite good with the car. So, we're still, coolant temperature is still good, so that's nice. 84 surprisingly. Oil pressure, 4 kilos. Upshift and downshift wouldn't make sense. Let's upshift because we keep it flat through here anyway. Oh, is that a Jag? A Jaguar. Alrighty. Not too shabby. Really not too bad. Really not too bad. Okay. Quick verdict about this whole driving experience. First, bit of fresh air. Because traditional 90s, early 2000 cars from that era, no AC, no working AC. I don't know, I haven't tried it, but it was quite alright. It was not too hot today anyway. So, verdict. The suspension's a bit on the soft side, but not too bad. You of course missed the power, but on the track we start seeing drizzles, manizzles. Yeah, so rain is coming in. Not sure if I'm gonna do one more lap. Not sure if it's worth the risk. Not with this car, but with another one. Let's see if we pass the noise test, because the car was kind of loud. No, we are good. So it seems. Yeah, no, I'm overall quite happy. The setup is nice. Brakes did well even without ABS, because you're not really using them. So I don't know. Past the vibe check, it would be very cool to have.
Misha.
Hello.
It's good to see you, dude.
Yeah, good seeing you. Yeah, I got a bit distracted there, but for good reasons. Turbo would be good. On Nürburgring, not necessary. Other tracks, yes, but then you open up a completely different can of worms. Heat management, reliability, blah, 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 blah. So, this was a pleasant surprise. Like, you know, when I saw the car before, with all the mods done to it, proper shiny condition, because the majority, to be fair, right now when people come to me with these kind of cars, like JDM from the 90s, almost 50% do not make the cut. Like, at first I say, like, yo, stop by, we'll have a look. And then they come here and stuff is rusted, it's falling apart. You see that, like, the coolant hoses have pores in them, they're might about to pop, or some oil leaks. I'm like, nah, bro, nah. And then I'm sad because these are the cars that I grew up with, that I was like really admiring, like I told you previously with S13, and then, you know, it's like, So in this case it was like, ah! Please no, please no, please no, please no, please no, please no. Okay. The squirrel survived. Where did it go? Did it run underneath the car and behind, maybe? Or underneath the car and here? Suicidal squirrels, like, the hell? Are you tired of living here in the Eiffel so much because of the depressive weather? So, what I was saying is, I'm very happy that this car was in such a great condition, even though it didn't have turbo. It was very good. Very, very good. Man, I would have a really, really bad day if I would have killed a squirrel. Last final thing I want to tell you, it might come in handy, you might never remember it, but small animals like squirrels or deer go on the brakes but continue going straight. Big animals like moose avoid, or a moose through the windshield is going to kill you. If you're going to avoid squirrel or a deer and you hit another car next to you, or you're going to end up in the tree, try to explaining to your insurance company that the reason why you crashed was because you were avoiding a squirrel. So, and also run a dash cam for these kind of things as well.